Hi, I'm Sam Peterson and welcome to the Millcreek Government Channel. Our guest today is Christine Temple, Communications Director for Visit Erie, and she's here today to talk about the upcoming total solar eclipse. Welcome, Christine.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be here.
Glad to have you. So just kind of starting off, maybe give a brief background about Visit Erie to the viewers.
Sure.
And what you guys do there.
Sure. So Visit Erie is Erie County's tourism promotion agency. We are the designated marketing organization. So we promote the area to outside visitors, whether it's Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Buffalo. We go into Southern Ontario. So anything that is tourism related, Visit Erie's talking about it. And I've been with the organization for about 23 years now, and it's just something different every day. So it's a really cool organization to work for. Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's great. It seems like the next thing, the big thing coming up here is this total solar eclipse. So
Yes.
can you talk a bit about that? Like, why would it be a really rare event that's going to happen here? And when again exactly is it?
So the eclipse is less than 2 months away, believe it or not. We've been planning for it for over a year now. And it's such a rare event for our area because the path of totality, the center line actually goes right over the lake and close to Presque Isle. So the fact that Erie not only is in the path, but will be in the path of totality for a very long duration, 3 minutes and 41 seconds, makes it just really cool because it's not just going to be like a flash. You're going to be sitting there for a while staring at this beautiful spectacle. But it's also rare because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Erie won't be in the path of totality until 2144. That's 120 years from now. So you and I aren't going to be around unless we decide to freeze our heads. But, it really is something that if you live in the Erie area or if you want to, come up and visit, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's going to be magnificent.
So I've got a few questions off of that. Yeah. So if I remember correctly, there was another eclipse in 2017. Was that like different somehow?
Oh, very different. 2017's eclipse was partial. And I believe Erie County, our partiality was only, I think it was around maybe 30–40%. It wasn't very dramatic at all. I mean, this is like literally night and day.
Darkness,
total darkness. And it's not just a gradual. The eclipse will start at 2:02 p.m. Totality starts at 3:16. So as the moon starts going, the moon shadow starts going over the sun at 3:16, it is like a light switch. It's not going to be just like, oh my gosh, gradual, and then it fades away. No, it is literally someone flicks a light switch and it goes from, you can see your shadow on the ground to darkness.
Wow.
I've never experienced one myself, but that's what I hear.
So will it be like getting darker and darker up until totality?
It will, because the moon's shadow will be starting to go across the sun, like I said, at 2:02. So it will gradually move until totality at 3:16, stay that way for 3 minutes and 41 seconds, and then it will start to go off. So the total eclipse experience runs from 2:02 p.m. till about 4:18, 4:19.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So then for the visitors coming in, because Erie County is expecting a huge influx of visitors, so what would be some of those public viewing locations that you're recommending?
Well, the nice thing is that there are a lot of different places that are offering events throughout the county. So you don't have to necessarily go to one spot to view it. The Lake Erie Speedway is having a large viewing party / festival. You can also go out to Lake Erie Wine Country. All of the wineries are doing what's called lights out. And so all the wineries are having something, and a lot of them, there's spaces to watch the eclipse from the vineyards. I mean, what a more beautiful, place that can be. The Seawolves are having a watch party within UPMC Park, and that's just a few. I mean, there are events popping up almost every day, I want to say. And they're not, like I said, they're not just centrally located. Downtown Corey is having an event for the eclipse. Goodell Gardens in Edinburgh is having an event for the eclipse. So pretty much any corner of the county, someone is doing something. So there are lots of opportunities to get out there and view it.
Gotcha. So is there anywhere that you recommend that people don't view the eclipse from?
So I think a lot of people naturally want to gravitate to Presque Isle State Park. And although, I mean, it is, obviously it's it's our top attraction. Who wouldn't want to watch the eclipse from the shores of Lake Erie? The major problem is the traffic and the likelihood that traffic will just be nightmarish. There's only one road in and one road out for the park. And as I think a lot of our residents can say, when there's Tall Ships Festival or Discover Presque Isle, traffic down there is ridiculous. We're expecting so many visitors for Eclipse Day that traffic for those previous events will seem like nothing. So we really are encouraging residents, maybe stay away from Presque Isle and consider viewing it at other locations. And the great thing is the sun will be high up enough in the sky that you can watch it from your own backyard. If you don't want to go to a different event or a different location, you don't need to. The sun is going to be high above the tree line, and like I said, stay home and leave the interstates and the roads to the visitors, and you can still enjoy the eclipse. So like I said, numerous ways people can do it.
Gotcha. I think if I'm thinking about this, then you're going to get an influx of people that go to like these events, and it's just going to be like a long time before you can actually get out of the events, right? With the highway system backed up and.
Absolutely. So the issue that is concerning is when totality ends. People will be coming in the weekend before, they'll be coming in the morning of. But once totality ends, it's a mass exodus. Everybody's done, they've seen it, the experience is over. And that's what we have learned in talking to other destinations that experienced totality from 2017 is, yeah, there's going to be a lot of traffic, more traffic than you've ever known, but it's when totality ends. And that's when you really have to make sure that you are working with, state police, local police, emergency management, PennDOT, to make sure that traffic keeps moving, because with Erie, there's only one north-south road really, and that's 79, and it ends in Erie. There's no other outlet. And then with Interstate 90, you've got Cleveland on one side, Niagara Falls and Buffalo on the other side. Those areas are also in totality. So when totality ends, those people are going somewhere, and they're either going east-west or they're going south. So that's why we're recommending, again, if residents feel like staying home, they can stay home and still watch the eclipse. We know that in talking with Pennsylvania State Police, they are saying, and this was a real eye-opener for us, traffic congestion and backups could go as long as 12 hours. So imagine being stuck on Peach Street. People try to avoid, they call it Peach Street Jam for a reason. Imagine being stuck in that all day long. That's what it has the potential to be like.
Well, do you have any other guidance for residents maybe?
Sure. So being residents, I would hope, as I am myself, is the back roads, the shortcuts.
Yeah.
Visitors don't know that. They just know the main thoroughfares and the interstates. So perhaps, rely on your knowledge of, the streets. Be street smart and know, what other side roads you can take to get you from point A to point B. I will say that PennDOT is coming up with a 511 PA website specific to the eclipse that they are planning to launch, I believe, closer in March, that will show routes to and from to get in and out of the Erie area, and that will also be helpful.
Very cool. Very cool. So speaking a little bit about like the eclipse itself, can you speak to like some eclipse safety? Like how would you view it? When do you need eclipse glasses? When can you take them off?
Okay, well, I would do my best. So I brought an example of what our eclipse glasses look like. These are Visit Erie eclipse glasses, and these are what's called ISO certified, and that means they have a solar filter in them. They are much, much stronger than sunglasses. You don't want to wear sunglasses to view the eclipse because it is not safe. You need to make sure you have a pair of ISO certified viewing glasses, ISO certified viewing glasses. As far as getting them, They are available April 5th through the 7th. We will have them a complimentary pair while supplies last at the Welcome Center on Interstate 90 near the New York border. We will also have them at the Erie Visitor Center inside the Tom Ridge Center. And we will also have these glasses at the rest stop on I-79 North between Sagertown and Edinburgh. So we'll have those glasses the weekend before the eclipse as supplies last. So if people, want to take a drive out there and pick up, the glasses, one per person, we ask that you don't come up and say, hey, I'd like 100 of them. We'll have them there. And also there are other locations throughout the area that are offering them, whether it's through a purchase or it's free. We do have information on our website that does give safety guidelines and where you can get glasses. Now, you can wear these glasses, and you should wear these glasses, and I'll put them on. I'll even demonstrate, because you can't see a thing until you look up at the sun, and it's just like this big round light bulb. It's actually really cool. So you need to put the glasses on when the eclipse starts. So 2:02 when that starts, and when the moon shadow starts coming over the sun, you don't want to look directly up the sun. You don't want to do that any day, It's just not safe. Even with sunglasses, you should not do it. So you can wear the glasses from when the eclipse partiality starts, but when totality starts at 3:16, you can take them off. It's safe to take them off because the sun is completely covered.
So for that brief period.
For 3 minutes and 41 seconds,
3:19,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so for 3 minutes and 41 seconds, you can remove your glasses. And I think by now, and we're hoping, we'll be educating people, and if people are at different events or wherever they're at to watch, everybody will be like, okay, you can take your glasses off, And then for the 3 minutes and 41 seconds, you can witness this majestic celestial event. And what's really cool, from what I understand from our astronomy experts at Penn State Barron and also at Edinburgh, at Penn West Edinburgh, the sun is in a more active stage. So in 2017, the sun was not in as active of a stage. And by active, it means that when the moon shadow causes totality, you'll be able to see not only this wonderful halo around the sun, but because of the sun's activeness, you might be able to see things like solar flares or other activity, because it's that spectacular in that time frame. When I think the 2017 eclipse was in August, and this one being in April, totally different phase for the sun. So as you can see, I'm pretty excited about it. Our office is pretty excited too.
Well, that all sounds great, but there is one question on a lot of people's minds.
Yeah.
What if it's cloudy?
Oh my goodness, yes, that's the top question our office is getting. And it's a valid question. I mean, weather in April anywhere is unpredictable. I mean, you never know what it's going to do. And we all know, living in Erie, there's a lot of, the doom and gloomers that are saying, oh, it's going to snow, it's going to rain, it's going to just be totally cloudy. The fact is, we actually did our research and found that Erie has a 43% chance of being sunny on April 8th.
Really?
Really. We also went and looked at pictures that we had on our cell phones, throughout the Visit Erie staff from that time frame. I think it was like April 5th to April 9th. We looked on our cell phones just to see what's the weather look like. And surprisingly, every single photo was sunny. Now, there was some cloud cover. I mean, it's a rarity when you get just a completely blue sky.
Yeah.
But I think the misnomer is if it's cloudy, you won't be able to see anything. And that's not true. It's still going to be like that and go from day to nighttime in a blink. So the only thing that might hinder the magnificence of the eclipse is if there are clouds and it obscures the sun. But it will still go dark. The temperatures could still drop. Those things will still occur. And I think the important thing to note is Erie's really at a really good location. When you look at other areas that are in the path of totality for 2024, southern destinations and even some more towards the Midwest, the likelihood of those areas to have severe storms, severe weather is much, much higher. Erie's not even at 1%. We spoke
Wow.
to one of our local weather anchors, and he gave us this wonderful report that, he told us that information. And if Erie has maybe a 43 or like a 36% chance of being cloudy, there's only a 10% difference down in places like Arkansas for clouds. So I think it's just a misconception that people have that it's April, it's Erie, it's going to be cloudy, let's go to Texas. And that's really not going to be the case. Now, we'll pray, to Mother Nature and light candles and everything that, she cooperates with us. But, regardless, if it's cloudy, it's still going to get dark.
So what would be your bulleted list of things to do for the eclipse?
Okay, so that's a great question. So Visit Erie has actually come up with this local campaign. It's called the Shine Campaign, because this is Erie's time to shine. It's time for us to put our best foot forward. We want people to not only come here to view the eclipse, but have such a great experience that they'll come back. They'll come back for our beaches. They'll come back for, the wineries or everything else that we offer. So Shine is actually an acronym. So the S is for schedule your appointments for another day. The H is for have a plan. Get gas and groceries early. Maybe get them the week before or stock up. The I is inform yourself and inform others. Let your neighbors and friends and family and visitors know what's going on in the area. Make sure you know what events are taking place. N is to navigate traffic or don't. We spoke earlier that traffic is going to be massive. So it's up to us as residents to make sure that we leave the interstates and the major roadways to our visitors and do what we can to alleviate traffic. And then lastly, E, enjoy the moment. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event. It is something that is going to be truly magnificent. So you want to celebrate with your friends, celebrate with visitors, and just, stay positive, be kind, be nice. So that's what we're trying to, get across to the local residents is to shine. And it's so easy to do.
And people can find this information on your website, correct?
They can. Everything is on ErieEclipse2024.com. Everything is on there. Events, the Shine campaign, different places to view, safety, all of it it's like a one-stop shop for all things Erie Eclipse.
Well, that sounds great. Christine, thank you so much for your time
Sure.
today.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you, the Millcreek viewers, for watching. We learned so much about the upcoming total solar eclipse, and we can't wait to enjoy it. Till next time, Millcreek, I'm Sam Peterson. Thank you.